transition to the Cincinnati football team, UC football. Now, before I actually get into the actual football team and Luke Fickell, things of that nature, you were a fan in the stands at the UCF game last year. So I wanted to get your thoughts on what that experience was like, because that was the first win versus a ranked team that Cincinnati got in 10 years. That was a big-time win. Talk about that UCF game.
UCF game was awesome. Okay, so one of the best things about campus at Cincinnati is the football stadium is in the middle of campus. Okay, so it's not like Ohio State where the football stadium's a few blocks down, or it's not a 10-minute drive to the football stadium. It is right there in the middle of campus. You walk by it every day. You can literally walk through the stadium. It's open 24/7. You can go out onto the field, play frisbee with your friends, play football, walk through it to get to class. So, you get to walk by the football stadium, and they're preparing for Friday night the whole week. They redo, all the paint and everything, just getting ready for it. Our stadium isn't like super huge like the Shoe or the Big House that'll hold over 100,000 people. Our stadium's called Nippert Stadium. It holds, I'd say, about 40,000. Holds about 40,000 fans. But just the week leading up, it was Central Florida week. Everyone loved it. Atmosphere was great. The band was out playing in our main street. It was just great. So, like I said earlier, I work as a recruiting assistant for Cincinnati, and on game days we have jobs to do. We have to tend to these high school players. So I normally get to watch all the games, but I'll get to the games just a little late because I have other priorities, and I have to get all the recruits in their seats first. Then I can go find my seat in the student section. Well, with the Central Florida game being on a Friday, all the high school guys have games Friday night. So there was no recruiting needed that day. So we didn't have any visitors on campus. So I really didn't have anything to do. So I got to be in the student section, from kickoff. And I'd say I was probably 20 rows up off the field. And it was just an amazing atmosphere. It was sold out. It was the second largest crowd ever that we had, and it was the largest student section ever that Nippert Stadium had, or that Cincinnati has had. I believe it was about 9,000 students, and everyone just goes crazy. It was a tight game. Defense really stepped up. Defense played out of their mind all game. We had a pick six. I forget what quarter, probably about the third quarter, but that pick six, oh my gosh, the stadium was crazy. You felt like the stadium was about to fall down because everyone was jumping up and down, and it was just awesome. It was loud. The sound guys that do the sound for the stadium do a great job to get everyone pretty loud. So I loved that night. It was a great night for Bearcats football.
Got it. That probably was a jaw-dropping experience. Like I said, I want to talk about the actual football team because this is a team in Cincinnati that was ranked as high as 17 last year. I talked about the UCF win, and this is a team that has won 11 games back-to-back seasons. In 2016, 2017, the team combined to win 8 games. So this team is definitely on the rise as far as, the up-and-rising teams in college football that are pretty underrated, I would say. So talk about where Cincinnati is as a football program, and talk about, how this team has kind of been on the rise the last couple of years.
Oh, definitely on the rise. Like you said, 11 wins past 2 seasons, and it's crazy. We're getting even better. This past year, we had our highest rated recruiting class in school history. So we're still getting better. Guys are coming in, like 4-star Evan Prater, who played in the Under Armour All-American game. He was a top 40 player in the nation, comes to Cincinnati. Everyone around the Cincinnati program is excited for Evan Prater. It's not usual that Cincinnati has a guy playing in the Under Armour All-American game. This game is the best of the best. Only 6 quarterbacks in the entire nation got to play in his game. So, I mean, it truly is special. I don't believe he'll play this year just because we have Desmond Ritter at the helm. But when it is Evan Prater's turn to play quarterback, I think everyone is excited to see what he's going to do. And I think he's definitely a guy who will be playing on Sundays. 4-star outside linebacker Jaheim Thomas, who had offers from everywhere in the country, came to Cincinnati. Stud 4-star receiver Jaden Thompson was an Illinois commit, switched to us. We have corner Sammy Anderson, from Trotwood, that's around the area. And we have a D tackle, Justin Watley. He's really good. So really just a great freshman class coming in this year. And, that's the future. That's the future of your football team. And this is the greatest class we've ever had. To put it into perspective, and I know stars aren't everything, okay? Once you get out onto the field, stars don't matter at all. But stars mean a little bit of something, like if you're a 5-star, you're one of the most talented people in the country, and the chances of you being a star in college football is pretty high. So in this past recruiting class, the one that was our highest in school history, we had 3 4-stars, okay? The rest of the American Athletic Conference, which is what we're in, had 0. Not a single other school had a 4-star commit. Not even Central Florida. And they've had a lot of success here recently. So we also have a lot of guys committed already in our 2021 class. They're about to be seniors in high school. And I think one of the best things that Fickle and our staff is doing is getting the in-state kids to play for us, especially keeping Cincy guys in the city to be that hometown hero. It's special to play for your hometown college, and we have a lot of guys on the team who are from around the area. So I firmly believe UC football is on the rise. I think we're going to start to see UC football start winning some AAC championships here real soon. We lost the AAC championship game last year to Memphis, who went on to play a New Year's Six Bowl versus Penn State. We lost to them. It was a great game, but we just came up a little bit short. But I think we're going to start seeing us win these AAC championships. And as we all know, the best group of 5 team every year always makes a New Year's Six Bowl. This past year it was Memphis. Like I said, they played Penn State. I forget what bowl game it was, but it was a New Year's Six Bowl. So, and I think you're going to start seeing Cincinnati start to make some New Year's Six Bowls. I mean that's a huge deal because you're going to get matched up with a really good Power 5 team. And if we can start, competing with them and maybe even win a bowl game, that'll be huge. I think we have the right guy moving forward. I think Fickle is a perfect coach for the job. I'm hoping he stays in Cincinnati for a long time. And as long as he is the coach, we have a very, very bright future.
Thank you so much for watching this video today. Please also note that the Juiciest Sports Podcast is not just a YouTube channel. It is available on all podcasting platforms, including Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes, and Apple Podcasts. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this content with all your friends. This podcast is my favorite thing in the entire world right now. It is my passion. And I want more people to listen to this podcast. I really want this podcast to grow. Also, a fun fact about me is that I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I am looking to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. And I potentially would like to start my own network if this podcast really truly grows. Or if I fall short of that goal, I would love to work for a big-time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. I am open to all networks. So if you believe in my dreams and you see or hear my passion through the screen, be sure to tell all your friends about the Juiciest Sports Podcast. Stay motivated, you guys. Have a God bless day, and I'm out.